Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Anthony here at the Breakout Daily. Today, we're diving into some books, my collection, some stuff I spec'd on, some stuff I overpaid for, underpaid for, everything in between. So you're going to want to stay tuned to this video. All right, guys. To kick this off, I have stacks of books kind of laid about across the desk here, and we're going to be talking some Spec. Now, everybody's specs differently. Everybody's budgets are different. The collections are different. What they're doing is different. There's a lot of flippers that are get this book at this price and then sell it for this price. There's guys that are doing all kinds of different things. Today, specifically, I'm talking about what I'm doing and how I got some of the books and what my plans are as well. So we're going to go into that here in a moment. Now, something super cool. My LCS Aegis Comics of Alaska is currently running a giveaway. All you have to do to get the details on it is hit the link down below. Now, what are they giving away? Well, if you guys missed or you want to add one of these books to your collection, this is House of Slaughter, free comic book day edition, you have to hit the link. Check them out. They're doing a lot of great things. They have an online platform, so if you're looking for some books, you can go there as well. And yeah, so you want to check the video out so you can get the details on this giveaway. I'll mention it again in the end in case you forget, so don't worry. All right, let me get a drink, because we got a lot of talking to do today. So speccing for me has shifted and will continue to shift through time as I get deeper and deeper in collecting comic books and understanding certain aspects. One important thing, in my opinion, with running on spec is what are you trying to accomplish? Now, I'm not going to answer that for you. You have to figure out, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to flip books like I said earlier? Are you trying to build a incredible PC based off of one speculation or one movie or one show or one thing? Now, again, you have to figure that out. In my case, I have spec'd on several things. Now, some of these books at some point in the future, I will probably sell. I do have a growing PC that I'm going to break into here, you know, in the next couple of videos. I'll talk about my personal collection, what I'm doing and why I'm doing that. Some of these books actually play a part in my personal collection. So with that being said, let's look at some books. All right. First thing out of the gate here, let me move some stuff around. Don't forget to hit the link so you can win a copy of this. It's running the end of August 2021. So if you're watching this video in 2025, obviously that's ran. Again, check the link out on that before I put it over there. Let's just kick it off with something kind of cool. The Eternals new trailer just came out. The movie looks incredible. These books, I feel like, are undervalued. What we're going to see is, as we get closer to the movie in November of 2021, and then once it releases, these books are going to blow up. And I mean, they're still, I feel like they're low on the costing point. You're seeing these raw copies of this book float around at a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there. And if I get the opportunity, I'll buy them. I just haven't gotten the right opportunity. That is Eternals. This is an Eternals. I know there's a lot of reflection here. This is Eternals #1. It is a newsstand edition, 9.6. This is origin and first appearance of the Eternals. So obviously, as the movie gets closer and we see kind of what's going on, I believe that book has some legs under it. When I bought it, to be honest, I thought I was doing well. The book kind of inflated a little bit, and then I saw them dropping a little bit. So I'm on edge on where it's going to go, but I do believe that even the 9.6 newsstand is going to pop, along with obviously the 9.8 and any grade above that. I don't know if there's grades above, like in the 9.9s or 10s. I don't believe there is, but there could be. Great investment. And then you've got stuff like this. You can find this at your local LCS. This is, I believe, the first appearance of Phased Hosts, an Eternal, and Kargamax, a Deviant. So these are cheap books. You can find those at your local LCS. You can find them online and what have you. Then I got a couple of copies of some varying key appearances from the first series. This is the first cameo of Gilgamesh. and some other stuff. If you're a reader, now all of the collection isn't about buying the most expensive book. I think that's a misperception, and I personally think that some of the videos that you may watch on YouTube and other places, everybody thinks that you got to go for these, hundreds of dollar books, thousands of dollar books. Now, you may want to build up to that. I definitely want to at some point. But to get into the hobby of characters and to understand kind of story points and whatnot, there's so many different runs that you can jump into an affordable price. An example is the Eternals. So 2021, the Eternals came out with a new run. This run is available at cover price, in some cases below. Check your local LCS or check mine. Check Aegis Comics of Alaska. These guys probably have several copies of 1, 2, 3, whatever book they're on now available if you want to read and dive into the stories and start to learn kind of what the characters are up to and what's going on. That is also a solid, affordable approach for getting into the comic book hobby and becoming a collector. You don't have to start off with big books. I did not. I blew the dust off of 2 short boxes that I've been hanging on to for 20 plus years. And now, a year and a half ago, I started to get back into it and have loved it since. But that's my story, not yours. You decide what you want to do. Another big spec right now, guys, is Moonknight. Here is number 1 series, solo series 2, I believe. Affordable book. You can pick that up from online in your local LCS. Here's Mark Spector, Moonknight 27. Now, I can't afford, I'm going to tell you right now, Werewolf by Night. All right. So I did get the facsimile edition, the copy. Beautiful cover. Love it. Someday maybe I'll own one, but right now probably not. Oscar Isaac's taken on the role. We're getting to see, we got to see his training videos that he was doing. We got to see the first look at his costume. Ethan Hawke's going to be the big bad in it. That thing has some legs and potential because it could very well exceed beyond a movie or TV series and run in the Marvel Universe for years to come, which means the books are only going to get more expensive, guys. So getting off on some of the 2nd series, 3rd series, 4th series may be an opportunity for you to get into the Moonknight market at a lower price. Or you can do, as I said with the Eternals, Moonknight came out with a new series 2021. A great way to get into the run. Do it. I mean, it's affordable. If you want to read up on it, you want to collect it, what have you, cover price. Now, if you get into variants and whatnots, yes, it can blow up and get a lot more expensive, but we're not talking about that today. So just hold your horses. I did pick up a couple of copies of Moonknight 1980. This is the first solo series of Moonknight. Again, I can't pick up the Werewolf by Nights right now, unless there's a viewer here that has a couple lying around and they want to donate them to the Breakout Daily, which I doubt. So there's some Moonknight books, the Eternal books. Eternal's coming in November. Moonknight TBD. We'll see that in, I believe, 2022. So again, speccing. One of the big things that you have to gauge is if you're speccing movies and you buy early, generally you're going to be at more of a conservative price point. If you wait and you're doing it for the collectability and the cash, then you're going to have to pay up, man. I mean, I still believe that like the Eternals is going to pop. Moonknight is just going to continue to go up. I think the solo series run, this run right here, it's going to be harder and harder to find good copies at reasonable prices here in the near future. Another one, these are just a couple of books, nothing too crazy here. We have War Machine. So Armor Wars is coming. I believe they are pre-production, kind of putting everything together right now. I believe that's what I read recently. You know, you've got Don Cheadle attached. War Machine's been a ongoing character in the MCU for a while, and I don't think they're going to slow down. I hope they don't slow down. I hope it goes way beyond the TV series and Don Cheadle reprises his roles for years to come. But regardless, these books are fairly cost effective at this time. Again, once we get closer, you're going to see them start to go up. One of the books I don't have with me, I believe it was Iron Man 181. That is the first appearance of James Rhodes. That's at CGC getting graded. But I did pick up some of these 286 Iron Mans where you got War Machine on the cover, 283, another War Machine on the cover, and 284. Now, I wasn't fortunate enough to get, Avengers 181. But I did pick this book up. This is an underpriced book in my opinion. This is Iron Man 284. This is the first time that James Rhodes takes on the War Machine armor. Still calls himself Iron Man, but I think there's some room in this book. I really do. I'm not saying you gotta buy it. I'm not even recommending you buy it. Let me buy them all and I'll be happy. Let's keep going. A spec book. This one, I got to look more into this. I've been tracking it slowly. The condition of this book was not in the condition that I thought it was going to be in, but we'll see. Masters of Kung Fu, number 14. I think I've shown this before. Let me pull this up. There's a ton of appearances and a ton of things going on in this book, and it is extremely relevant for Shang-Chi. Now, Shang-Chi, the premiere has been hitting pretty hard as far as positive reviews go. I did see that. I'm not trying to read any, and I think there is currently a non-disclosure agreement with anybody that watched it, so they don't tell the story. But I will be at the theater as soon as it comes out, September 3rd. Why is this not working? Let's see, 1 second. I'm trying to keep good old key collector here up and going because, in my opinion, those guys have some of the... That's so strange. Some of the... What is this thing doing? Sometimes it kills me. I had it queued up and now it's not working. I don't know. Let me try this. There we go. It's ridiculous. I put this in and it doesn't show. There it is. Oh, that was my bad. Never mind. Anyways, we have special Marvel editions, number 15. First appearance of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. First appearance of Sir Dennis Nayland Smith. First appearance of Fu Manchu, father of Shang-Chi, later named Han, then Zhang Zhu. First appearance of Si Fan, a secret society with allegiances to Fu Manchu. First appearance of Shang-Chi's unnamed mother, an American, later reconned as Shang-Chi in number 4. So anyways, I got to look into this book and actually going to put this aside so I can do that because I feel like I overpaid for it. Maybe not now as the movie's coming out. That would be a book I'll probably try to sell. The condition on it, there's some condition issues and whatnot, but we're not talking about that today. I'm going to burn through some books and we'll hopefully wrap this video up. I know I've been rambling on for a while. Next book I picked this for a couple of bucks, and that is The Tomb of Dracula, number 12. What this is the second appearance of Blade. I got this for $8. There is a little bit of a spine roll happening, some spine wear. She's not minty fresh. She isn't something that you would call an excellent copy by any stretch of the imagination. However, I get paid $6, $8 for it. Second appearance of Blade. Blade's coming. We know that. That's another book to consider, to start looking at. The early Blade stuff's obviously more difficult to pick up. Here's a couple of other ones. We have Static, number 1, in the poly bag, inside of another bag. So that's another one that's going to DC. I believe it's going to be an animated series. Michael B. Jordan's stuff is tied to it. We've got a couple. These by no stretch of the imagination are keys. I do have one here somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Anyways, I keep picking up Invincible books. This is partially for my PC. With Invincible, I did pick up Noble Causes, guest starring Invincible. Cool book. Guest appearances are always cool. Noble Causes, number 3. This is the first appearance of Invincible. I have a ton of books. We'll go into a whole video at some point with my Invincible collection. A couple of other quick ones. Real quick is we've got the Hawkeye series coming, obviously, to Disney Plus. Kate Bishop's going to essentially take over Clinton Barton's position or role, which is Hawkeye. So I picked this up a long time ago. Solo series of Hawkeye. I don't believe it's doing a whole lot, so we'll see. These books, however, I pick up every chance I got. and that is the 2017 solo series by Kate Bishop. I've got 3 copies of it, obviously, and maybe more to come. We'll see. I think that's going to be a long-term investment, personally, and I think that character is going to be in the MCU for quite some time. Young character, young actress, and a great position for them to introduce a new Hawkeye. I've got several copies of this guy. Everybody knows what this is. X-Force number 2, second appearance of the almighty Deadpool. These aren't doing much, so we'll see what happens. This is a better copy than my other 2. We'll see what happens. But there are tons of keys and opportunities out in the marketplace for you guys, whether you're a collector, whether you're a reader, whether you're somewhere in between, a flipper. And more or less the point of this video was I wanted to show you some of my collection, but also to kind of remind those that are maybe new in the market that think, hey, I've got to go find, these crazy books, I got to go find this book at a high grade, and then you look at the price tag at $2,000, $3,000, whatever it is. That's not the case. In fact, you don't even need to get this book. I didn't grab it, but Shang-Chi just re-released a new series in 2021 that you can pick up. The Blade stuff, that's another example. Not that that's a crazy book, but the point is that you can get into the hobby at an affordable rate with current books or looking around. Go to your local LCS. Talk to them. Get apps like Key Collector, Cover Price, GPA. There's so many resources out there. Watch YouTube videos. That'll help you kind of move in that direction. Now, I did have some other books I was going to go over, but maybe we'll wait until a future video. That's kind of the sum of the spec. I will do probably several of these videos in the near future because I have some cool books that I've spec'd on as well. Now, the one theme that I have with my movie spec books are I'm not going hog wild. You can easily spend a ton of money trying to get every single key to every single movie and all of that stuff. I personally don't find that realistic for my collection unless it's spec'd way out there and it's cheap. But for the most part, if you pick up what it is that you want, and you're able to pick up within your budget with availability and whatnot, you're going to be probably pigeonholed into a couple of books maybe, and you're not going to be able to more than likely do the next 10 movies or next 10 TV shows because it's just ever changing. And if you miss the spec and you overpay a book, and what I mean by that is if I would have spec'd this early before Shang-Chi, well, this one's a little difficult. We'll just say that they named it something else, Masters of Kung Fu, and I thought Shang-Chi was going to be in it, and then he wasn't in it. I missed the mark. I spent close to $400 for this book. That would be $400 wasted because then this doesn't turn into anything. Again, if that's what you wanted to do. If you wanted to just read about the character, that's a whole different animal. So with all of that being said, guys, these are some of the books. This is some of the stuff I'm collecting. Again, I've got a ton of other really cool spec books I'm going to be sharing with you here at the Breakout Daily. Before I wrap this video up, don't forget, I'm going to put a link down below. My LCS was awesome enough to run a giveaway with the Breakout Daily tied to it. And the way to get into the giveaway is very simple. Watch the stream video link down below. You're going to watch the rewind. The instructions are in there. There's 2 of these books being given away. You could be one of the lucky winners. All you have to do is watch that video, listen to the details, and do what needs to be done. You do have to watch it soon. So if you're watching this the day of release, watch this video, watch that video, win a book or try to win a book, and life is good. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the Breakout Daily here on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram at break.outdaily. Check us out on TikTok, Breakout Daily. Check out my LCS, Aegis Comics of Alaska. The link to their stuff is down below. If you guys are looking for some of those modern books, like I said, with the Eternals, the Moonknights, and some of these other books, they've got them. They'll ship them to you, and life will be good. We'll catch up with you in the next video.